Gamers, I am suffering from a huge dilemma. As a gaming YouTube channel, it is my sworn duty to inform you guys when a game is verifiably goated. Unfortunately, unlike some of the other games I've covered on this channel, these games are incredibly prone to spoilers. How do I tell you about some of the best games I've ever played when telling y'all anything about them will diminish your own experience? Despite the constant verbal abuse, I actually care about y'all, and I want y'all to appreciate these games as much as I did when I stumbled into them completely blind. Since I refuse to make a 1-minute video, I've decided to clump 6 of these games into the same video, starting from the worst to the best on this list. Developed by Campo Santo and released in 2016, even though it's the first on this list, FireWatch is a charming indie game you shouldn't sleep on. You play as a sort of park ranger looking for a fresh start and an escape from your old commitments. Unfortunately, something strange starts happening in the woods, and it's up to you to investigate. The game's a little linear, but it makes up for it by being short and sweet. I finished this game in about 4 hours, and it kept me engaged the whole time. Still A tier. Developed by Shedworks and released in September 2021, Sable is second on this list. This belongs on the list because it's an exploration game, and the more footage I show you, the less room you have to explore on your own. In Sable, you play as a teenage girl trying to find her way in the world. The game consists of you driving around the world on your hoverbike, climbing up mountains, and throwing yourself off cliffs. The music is good and the sound effects are alright, but it's honestly one of those games where you can just turn off the music and listen to a chill album while you explore. As far as I can tell, there's no combat in Sable, so if you're craving a chill exploration experience, I cannot recommend a better game. Solid A tier. Developed by Modern Storyteller and released in July 2021, The Forgotten City is next on this list. This is a puzzle detective game where you go back in time and appear inside a hidden city from the Roman era. There's so much more to this game, but I don't want to say any more than that because this game is incredibly prone to spoilers. This is literally the first thing you see when you open the game. Be warned though, this game requires a beefier computer if you want to avoid some serious frame lag. I was going to throw this game into A tier because of the lag, but I was so captivated by the story and the gameplay that I have to put it in S tier. There are multiple ways to approach problems in this game, and that freedom really adds to the immersion. I've never played a game like this before, and I loved it. Trust me, go into it blind. My only serious complaint with this game is that you have to agree with this clown about objective morality being false. You literally cannot progress the plot unless you agree with him and disown objective morality. I don't like developers pushing their morals on players, especially when those morals directly conflict with mine. But in hindsight, I do appreciate a little trolling.
We do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
Nowadays, when most developers are too scared to put anything meaningful in their games, I'll cut the devs a little slack just for having the balls to leave this in the game. Developed by Daniel Mullins Games and released in October 2021, Inscription is the next on this list. If you like deck builders, then this game is a must play, so buckle up for a wild ride. Kinda like Dark Souls, this game doesn't hold your hand and doesn't explain much to you. The atmosphere, dialogue, sound effects, visuals, and music are all excellent. There's a ton of fantastic puzzles in this game and really interesting twists. All I can say is that this is a deck building card game inspired by the Saw movies. Easy S tier. Developed by Double Fine Productions and released in August 2021, Psychonauts 2 is next on this list. As a platformer with tons of wacky and mind-bending areas, this game is definitely prone to spoilers. It's obvious that Xbox Game Studios gave Double Fine Productions plenty of time to work on this project because it really shines. This wasn't just another rushed turd into the gaming industry. This game is a fantastic, polished gem. While so many other studios are putting all of their budget into uncanny valley levels of realism, the good folks at Double Fine Productions are totally fine with not making a single character symmetrical. The writing in this game is hilarious, the characters are likable, and the mechanics and general gameplay loop are a ton of fun to play with. Developed by Mobius Digital and released in 2020, Outer Wilds is the #1 game on this list. You've probably already heard a dozen YouTubers rant and rave about this game, and believe me, the hype is real. This underrated gem easily belongs on the top of the S tier GOAT list. That's right, it's not just the best out of every game on this list, I think it's the best game I've ever played. Yes, it's better than Warhammer and Elden Ring. I'm being dead serious, it's that good. The base game consists of space exploration that will only take you about 20 to 40 hours. Unfortunately, I don't think the DLC is as good as the base game. Look, hold on. Hear me out. The first half of the DLC is excellent, but about 2/3 of the way through, there is an insane skill jump that makes the DLC pretty brutal for casual gamers. Still a really cool experience, and the base game is nothing short of a masterpiece. If y'all would like to get some of these games on sale and support the channel, I've got links in the description. Here are some of my other reviews. If you like this video, give me some spoiler-prone game recommendations, and I'll look into it. Y'all have a good one.